Hi everybody, this is Maisie. She is a 15-year-old Pomeranian mix, probably a Pom-Poo. And the last time she was here, she had a reaction to the shampoo I used. It bothered her eyes and it kind of swelled up a little bit. So today, when I wash her, I'm just going to use water on her face. I'm not using any shampoo on her face. I'm just going to rinse it off because we don't want to have that happen again. I'm going to use this flea comb just to pull the eye boogers out from away from her eyes. Just using some water to loosen it up. She has a very thick coat, so I want her to be completely dry before I start her haircut. I'm going to go ahead and use my slicker brush to brush out the undercoat as much as I can. See all that hair she still has in here? Because the blades won't go through her hair. If it's wet or if it's really thick, they're just going to jam up and look choppy. So we got to try to get some of this undercoat out first. She's a good dog. She's 15 years old and lets me brush her. That's rare. All right, see? It's getting that undercoat out. I think she's getting a number 3 blade. I'm not sure. I have to check. Sure I get her legs. People, if you're brushing your dog's back, that's good, but you know dogs have legs too, right? Nobody brushes their dog's legs. A lot of times they get mats under their arms. Under their arms have to be brushed. The back ankles have to be brushed. The chest has to be brushed. Everything, not just their back. See all that hair? Most dogs, if they're used to being brushed, they will let you. Then I'm going to go back in with my comb and try to pull out more undercoat because it's not going to dry if it's super thick. It's just not. See? This comb will just pull out all the loose undercoat. Plus, once you get that out, it can dry a lot faster. All right, I got my 3-blade. I'm just going over her whole body. Just using my comb to make sure her hair is separated on her legs. It's still a little damp. It's so hard to get this dog to dry. But I have my fan going, so she'll dry as we're going along. I'm going to use my comb to pull this out away from the skin. Get my 10 blade and shave out her belly so that can start drying in there. Get rid of this. She's got a lot of poo-poo in her hair. Throw that in the trash. I'm going to shave her belly out. I'm going to lift her leg. Make sure her female area is shaved nice and short because when they pee, it sticks to everything. I'm using my 7 skip tooth blade to shave the base of her tail. This gets all the hair away from her butt so it stays clean and it makes it a little stylish too. Going to brush her tail out. See how that gets all the hair from around her butt so it stays clean. Because they sit on it and then everything just gets mashed into their hair and stuck in there. Her hair is in pretty good shape for being this long. I'm going to comb it all down and trim along the bottom. Get my straight scissors. Her mother likes her chest shaved out, so I'm going to, all underneath here, I'm going to shave that out with a 7 blade. Now where I'm holding her tail right here, it's going to make the tail uneven because when I let go, those pieces are going to come down that I was holding. So I got to change the spot that I hold. I don't know if that makes sense. I got to hold it in a different spot and double check. Usually where I hold it, there's long pieces gathered up. Always got to move my fingers and double check. She's almost done. Still a little damp. I can't get this dog to dry. It's just so thick. I'm going to take my 7 blade and just kind of skim the hair off her ears. They like her to have a fluffy head, so I'm not cutting her head. I'm just going to neaten it up. So I'm going to trim around her ears, just comb it all to the edge and scissor it round. She doesn't have much hair in her ears anyway, so I'm just neatening them up. Just combing them all down to the edge and trimming it around. All right, get my comb. I'm going to comb it all forward. Hold on. There we go. Comb it all forward. Get my curved scissors. They're slightly curved. Just trim around her eyes. I'm going to get my 10 blade and shave out the corner of her eyes. Get those little crusty eye boogers out and the hairs. I'm going to take my comb and pull the hair out from away from her skin so I don't have to scrape her skin. Just pull it out. I'm going to lightly shave the corners of her eyes. And I'm going to put my glasses on. Pull it all out. Then I'm just going to go back with my scissors and finish trimming her eyes. I'm just going to take my chunkers and neaten her head up. Just blend it in. Like I said, they like her head to be fluffy. Blend it in back here. She's almost done. With this undercoat, this thick double coat from the Pomeranian in her, it's really hard to get this dog to look smooth. It's just going to look choppy. So when I'm done, I like to still go back over her, skim over her hair with my 7 skip tooth blade. Just take off all the scraggly hairs. Once I put her down on the ground and she's running around, it'll look a lot better, but it just looks choppy. That's her hair coat. Just blending this in. She doesn't have a big puff on the back of her head. All right. Fluff it up with the comb and just skim over all the scraggly hairs. She's got some tumors and lumps and bumps on her side. I usually put a bow on her head, but I don't think I'm going to today because honestly, I'm not in the mood. So I don't know if people really like the bows on their head, you know? I do it and nobody ever says anything. I don't know if people even like it. Dogs probably don't like it. Probably is just pulling their hair. All right, that looks good enough to me. Just gonna double check under here. See, there's always hairs popping out later. Give a little bit more off this. You're almost done. All right, just gonna wipe her down with a baby wipe. Just gonna spray her down with some conditioner. She's all ready to go. Sure, she's nice and soft. I'm gonna get some water to wipe her eyes out. Remember, I didn't use shampoo on her face, so she should be okay. I'm gonna double check and wipe her mouth off and her eyes. Make sure it's clean. And we're gonna dress her up. All right, we have Halloween. Look how cute that is. It's got little glitter dots on it, and this slips over her collar. That's your collar. Hold on, you're done. I just sent her mother a picture and told her that she's ready to go. So she should be here soon to save you. All right, how cute is that? Super cute. Here we go. You see if I can get her to pick her head up and get my squeaky. There we go. All right, let's go. We're all done.